thinkers. Then multiple modernities. This is something that is along anticipated lines. It has not been asked, but there have been few questions here and there that kind of refer to this idea of multiple modernities. So this is in anticipation. This is preemptive. What is there in multiple modernities? Look at this question. Europe was the first and the only place where modernity emerged. This is 2021, a 10 marker. Now, multiple modernities is to be traced back to Israeli sociologist S.N. Eisenstadt, right? Now, it goes against the views of the classical theories of modernization. The classical theories of modernization given by Marx, Durkheim, Weber, etc., wherein the idea was that modernity emerged in Europe and gradually it will spill out, it will get to rest of the world, and the entire world will be modernized exactly the same way. That's the classical theory. But multiple modernities goes against it. Eisenstadt does not subscribe to that proposition. So it questions the premise that modernity only emerged in Europe. Look at this question. So it is questioning that particular premise. So it does not believe in the fact that modernity only emerged in Europe. What it points out is that one kind of modernity emerged in Europe, but there were different kinds of modernities that emerged in the rest of the world. And it also questions the fact that in due course, the whole world will be modern exactly the European way. So that's also something that it questions. So makes a distinction between modernity and westernization. It says westernization is one thing, modernity is another. Let us not consider both of them as one and the same. Renowned historian Dipesh Chakravarti takes it up in his famous work, very, very famous, celebrated work, Provincializing Europe. Now, following this, what else? From India, if you're looking at some of the thinkers, we have T.K. Uman, who wrote this interesting article, Recognizing Multiple Modernities, a prelude to understanding globalization. He mentions the existence of religious, racial, linguistic plurality. So T.K. Uman's argument is that because a country is so diverse and it has so many things in its folds, modernity can never really be a straightforward unidimensional process. So that's his argument. There are different versions of democracy, capitalism, socialism, secularism, which is why he says plurality of modernity, meaning modernities is an obvious thing. So that's T.K. Uman's position, which is to say, in different cultures, in different nations, in different societies, modernity unfolds in different ways. Yogendra Singh also talks about this in his famous work, Modernization of Indian Tradition, that how this tradition modernity shift in the case of India merits a separate discussion, merits a unique positioning. So that's Avijit Pathak has also reflected extensively on modernity in India in his famous work, Indian Modernity. The title of the book is Indian Modernity. So you have a range of references to help you write on multiple modernities, just in case there is a specific question, particularly in the short notes, the compulsory ones, right? Multiple modernities, as I said, this is an expected question because some of the questions that have been asked in the recent past suggest that UPSC can always seek answer from you on this particular idea.